friends, today we have my favorite video to film every single month, which is picking my February TBR using my TBR prompt jar here. For those of you who don't know, this idea came from the lovely Miss Rachel Catherine. There's a bunch of prompts on here based on the genre, if you've read the author or not, what the cover looks like, etc. And I picked them and find a book on my TBR cart that matches that prompt. This month we're gonna go a little bit crazy. I'm so excited to announce this. We're gonna be picking 15 books off my cart. We clearly could do even more because if you guys follow me on TikTok, last summer I did a challenge in August where I read 31 books in 31 days and everybody loved it. And like the next month of September, they're like, can you do it again? And I was like, I need a bit of a break. I need a break. But I've rested and I feel like I want to read 29 books in 29 days in the month of February. It's happening. The reason why I'm only picking 15 is because I want to make sure at least half of them are physical books I already own that are getting off my TBR, but also when I did this challenge in August, I had no set TBR. I kind of just went with it because I feel like if I feel restricted during this challenge, it's gonna go south. Base rules made for the challenge is that audiobooks do count. I can read audiobooks throughout my week and count that towards the total. And also the fact that I don't have to read one book every single day for 29 days. It's just as long as I read 29 books in 29 days, it's good. So for example, if I don't read for 3 days and I do a 24-hour readathon and read 6 books, I'm still clearly ahead of schedule. The reasoning I want to do this is because I still have quite a few books in my physical TBR, if you can see. I also have a lot of big goals this year of like finishing series in the middle of and like doing a lot of rereads and annotating, and there's just so many like books I want to dive into. I really want to dive into Brandon Sanderson and Robin Hobb, but those are just like thick books that are going to take a lot of time, and I just feel like I'd feel so much better going into those if I already have a good chunk of books off my physical TBR. It's not even about the number goal for the end of the year. I just feel like if I see this cart a little bit less full, I'll feel like I have the time to do that. And a lot of these books are small books that like I keep putting off, and I just keep putting them off forever. And I feel like I'm gonna read them, it's gonna be read this month, we're gonna get a bunch of them out of the way, enjoyed, and then I'll move on to some rereads and thicker books for this year, more so my goals for this year. So on that note, we are gonna pick 15 of these. So I think I already have like 35 books on this cart, and I do have a small stack here of just like some next books in romance series, where if I pick like Addicted to You by Chris or Rebecca Ritchie, I'll put Ricochet on the cart for the next prompt, just so that I also can like move through series a little bit also and get some more smaller romance books on there. Yeah, so if you see me avoiding some thickies on here, please don't judge. But I think last year, even when I did this challenge in August, like there was some times where I read, like one of the books I read is a 600-page book in a day. Like I didn't really shy away from big books, but I think I'm gonna try to be realistic and pick more small books so I can get through more, but that's why I get going. Okay, pick one of 15. Let's see what this is. What's 2? I always get this one. A book I bought because of Book Talk or Book 2. This can be pretty much any one. Let's see, there's a couple. Daughter of No World is definitely a good one. The Atlas 6 by Olivia Blake is definitely a good one for that. I could finally read The Love Hypothesis or The Dead Romantics and get those off my list. That would be smart of me. I think I'm gonna finally pick The Dead Romantics. Just gonna get this one off the TBR. It's another short one I can read pretty quickly. It's about 300 or so pages, so great for this challenge. Prompt number 2. I'm gonna do these a little bit faster too because there's so many, but we'll see. Giving an author a second chance. Oh, okay. There's not a lot of authors here that I've tried and not enjoyed though, to be honest. Okay, you know what book I'm seeing that it has to be. Even though I hate this cover that I have of it, I'm going to read The Maidens. I don't know, is it Alex like Michaelides? I don't know how you say his last name. I'm so sorry. I read The Silent Patient and I think I rated it like a 3-star. I saw aspects of the ending coming pretty early on. It didn't just shock me as much as I wanted to. So I think I'm gonna give him a second chance and read The Maidens. I'm happy that one got picked because I avoid that one every single month. I just avoid it. So, number 3. A historical fiction. Okay, so immediately I'm running to my Kristen Hanna section over here. Okay, so I think I'm gonna cheat. I think for the historical fiction, I'm gonna pick a book that I don't have on here yet. You may start cheating, but I don't, because I'm actually getting sent a finished copy of The Woman by Kristen Hanna, which is her newest release coming out this month. And I was gonna read it right away anyway, so I think I'll use this prompt for The Woman by Kristen Hanna, if you don't think that's cheating. Because it's gonna be on this cart in the next, like, I think it's getting delivered this week. So I'm gonna do that. I can't really find any other like true historical fictions on this cart right now. Okay, that was long-winded for what? Okay, pick 4. Let's try to get good ones. A 2-word title. Banyan Moon, Little Monsters, Golden Sun, Night Road, Fly Away, Homefront, all Kristen Hanna's. I think I want to get a book of the month off because we haven't chosen any book of the months yet. I know it's only the 4th prompt of 15, but still I want to get one on there. I think I'm going to pick Banyan Moon for it. I remember this is like a multi-generational story, which I always really enjoy, and it sounded really fascinating when I first picked it. It's been on TBR since June, so it's done its time. Okay, I've been good and haven't chosen any super thick ones so far, so we'll see. Prompt 5, a debut author. Oh no. Debut author. I don't know what I'm gonna pick. I know. I didn't look at anything else. I'm gonna do Powerless by Lauren Roberts. This one was so kindly book fairy to me by one of my friends on Book Talk. We're actually a buddy read it, so I might reach out to her and be like, hi, do you want to buddy read it this month? Because I know she was moving at the end of the month. She was doing like a huge move to Europe from Canada, so it's a big one. It is 500 pages, so it's a little bit thicker, but I feel like if I buddy read this one and I just kind of like read a couple chapters every single day and like catch up with her while reading it, this is gonna be one that I kind of read in the background that will eventually catch up by the end. I've heard nothing but good things about this. I'm so excited about this one. Prompt 6. Let's see. A 5+ word title. Okay. Oh, I already see one that I definitely, She Who Became the Sun, that can count. Okay, so the only ones I'm seeing are She Who Became the Sun and Where the Dark Stands Still. I think it's one I want to read because this one is an arc that I got from Simon & Schuster. It does come out the end of February, so I also want to read it this month anyway, so I think I will do this one. It's like a YA fantasy that sounds really interesting, and it's only about 350 pages, so another good kind of quick one for the sake of this challenge. Okay, pick 7. Let's see. A freebie! Oh my god, I've never pulled this one. I don't know if you guys can see it. It has a little smiley face. I can't never pull it. I'm so excited. A freebie, okay. Okay, The Heart Wants What It Wants. I think I'm gonna do Addicted to You by Krista and Becca Ritchie because I've wanted to read this book for so long. I finally have like the first 6 now in the series. It sounds really good and I kind of want to see what all the hype is about, so we're gonna go with this one. Because we pulled that one, we are gonna throw Ricochet on the cart. Guys, pick 8. This list already looks kind of daunting, and I remember I'm gonna be reading double what I pull anyways, so we're in for a fun time. A literary fiction, okay. All my literaries are pretty much like up here. I guess, is Pineapple Street one, I think? Pineapple Street is a literary fiction. But I think I'm gonna go with Wayward by Amelia Hart, only because this book actually was pulled, I think, for my November TBR, and I ended up reading it. I put it back on the list. So I think I just want to get this one, give it its fair chance. It's been on here since March, so it's also not a very long one, and it's another book of the month pick off my cart, which is the goal, because one of my goals for 2024 is now with any book of the months I get is to read it the month I get it. So like if I'm getting that book, I'm reading it that month, you know? Okay, so that's 8. We're going for pick number 9. Let's see. Ooh. A new release. Ooh. Okay, you know what? I think like the newest release I have on here would be Love Redesigned by Lauren Asher. Would be like the newest release I have on here. I'm gonna go with this one because actually this was also so kindly book fairy to me by somebody on TikTok as well. And I love Lauren Asher. I love the ones I've read from her so far. And I have high hopes for this one. I've heard nothing but really good things about it. So also it is a KU book as well, so I can kind of go back and forth between reading on my e-reader and the physical copy, which I love being able to do when I'm doing these challenges. So new release is Love Redesigned. Okay, pick 10. This is when I would normally stop, and we're like 2/3 of the way there, so it's okay. A book with purple on the cover. Well, that could have worked great for that one. Ooh, okay. I have quite a few purple actually. Dream So Wicked has some purple. Burning God is all purple, but I don't think I can do Burning God this month, if I'm being 100% honest. Sable Peak by Tiffany Perry is all purple. This one was book fairy to me by Haley. I love to read this one, or Ricochet by Krista and Rebecca Ritchie. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of leaning towards this one just because it's so short. Like this one, if you look, it's so tiny. It's like 280 pages. So this would be like a really fast one that I could do on a day where I don't have a lot of time for reading, because 280 pages for me, I could read that in like just over 2 hours. So I think I'm going to pick this one for the sake of time. Where did I put the piece of paper though? Where did I put that piece of paper? Did I drop it back in here when I opened it? No, I didn't. I wouldn't have done that, would I? I don't know. I don't know where I put the paper for this, for purple on the cover, but this is what I'm choosing. Ricochet by Krista and Becca Ritchie. Oh no. Here, watch me dropped it back in here. I probably did that, to be honest. I'm gonna go back and watch this video and be like, what are you doing? Pick 11. Bought uninfluenced. Okay, we've been over this a couple times. A lot of the books I buy uninfluenced have to be book of the month books because those are the ones I buy without hearing like any reviews on them. So I think I'm going to do The Stranger Upstairs because I realized I only have one thriller on the thing for this month. This is a nice short one. Another one too, same thing as Wayward. It was on my November TBR. I didn't get to it, so I really make sure I prioritize it and get to it now. You guys can't see, but I'm like running out of space around me to put these down. So I'm like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11, okay. Okay, pick 12. Flowers, trees, etc. on cover. Flowers, trees, etc. So one that's like automatically I'm really excited about is the Front Runner. There's the tree on it. Elsie Silver, I'm loving this series so far. I could also do the Prison Healer. Ooh, that's a good one. Okay, you know what? I think I want to do that one. I think I'm going to do the Prison Healer. The Prison Healer is another one I had so kindly gifted to me. If you guys can't tell, when somebody gifts me a book, I want to read it right away because I want to make sure I can give them like a thought on it super quick and like not have them feel like it was just sitting on my shelf not read forever. And also this book sounds so interesting. Sarah Crowley read it and rated it like 4 stars, so the ending was amazing. And it's just a blurb by Sarah J. Maas, who I trust with my life. So yeah, 13. I have quite a few good ones left on here still. A 1-word title, okay. Wrecked by Lauren Asher. Vicious. So Vicious or Wrecked. Wrecked is 400 pages too. Actually over, it's like 430. But I think I'm gonna do this one. It's gonna happen. Okay. Which then means the last book redeemed gets to join the cart for these last 2 picks. So 2 more picks. We're almost there, guys. Okay. A happy or feel-good book. I think we can just erase this whole shelf. Like honestly, all the fantasy can just go. I'm gonna do, is Sable Peak happy? I don't know, let me read it. Like I feel like this would be a happy feel-good because it's like, it's a romance. I know it gets a happily ever after, so I feel like it could be a happy feel-good. It's also the last book in the Eden series, so I think this would be the one that like ties up the whole series well. Only problem is I haven't read the other 4 that are before this. I read the first book, not the 2nd to 5th. And I know these are interconnected standalones, but I just still love reading them in the order. So putting this on would mean me committing to reading the other 4 before, like the other 4 in this month, which I definitely could do. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put Sable Peak on and I'm gonna do this because it's from Haley, and that way I have every single book that was book fairy to me this month on my list, which I just love doing, and I love reading them right away so I can give my thoughts. So I'm gonna put Sable Peak on and then commit to reading the other 4 books, I guess, but I have 14 other books I have to read anyways this month, so might as well use 4 of them for this series and finish a series this month. Win a win. Okay, last pick. I'm gonna go over, there's anything I would really like to pick. Like I want to read all these, that's the thing. That's why I'll probably end up reading more of these than just the ones I've chosen this month anyways. But like, I'll read all of them. I'd love to pick maybe Kristen Hanna, Atlas 6, I'm not pick one of those, I don't know. A 5-star prediction. This one always scares me to pick because I feel like I put so much pressure on that book, and then if it's not a 5-star, I'm like, you know, a 5-star prediction. Okay, well I could do the Front Runner because Elsie Silver is like a 5-star author to me overall. But I think if I want to do a 5-star, I think I should pick a Kristen Hanna. Because I've read 3 Kristen Hanna books and all 3 of them have been 5 stars. One was actually a 6-star. It's my 6-star read category. So I think I'm gonna pick Homefront for a 5-star prediction. I think that's what we're doing there. Okay, guys, I want to flash you the floor really quick so you understand what I'm working with right now. There's all around me everywhere. But let's recap what we did here because we did a lot. Like I said, this amount of books is already terrifying, and then I realized this is half of it. So we're just gonna go in the way they're on my floor because I'm not gonna bother finding the order I did these in again. So for a 5-star prediction, I chose The Homefront by Kristen Hanna. For a new release, I chose Livery Design by Lauren Asher. For a 1-word title, I chose Wrecked, also by Lauren Asher. For a literary fiction, I chose Wayward. For a happy or feel-good book, I chose Sable Peak by Demi Perry, just because I think the ending will give me happily ever after vibes, you know? For a book I bought uninfluenced, I chose The Stranger Upstairs. For an author I'm giving a second chance, I chose The Maidens, the author of The Silent Patient. For a book I bought because of book talk, I did The Dead Romantics. For a book with flowers, trees, etc. on the cover, I chose The Prison Healer. For a 2-word title, I chose Banyan Moon. For a debut author, I chose Powerless by Lauren Roberts. For a 5+ word title, I chose Where the Dark Stands Still. This is an ARC I received that's coming out at the end of February. Kind of cheating, so I don't own it yet. For historical fiction, I chose The Woman by Kristen Hanna, which is actually being sent to me this week as like an early finished copy. For a freebie, I chose Addicted to You. And I still don't know where I put that paper. I'm gonna try to look in the thing for it. But for a book with purple on the cover, I chose Ricochet, the sequel. Guys, you stuck around this entire time. That was a long one. Thank you. Also, if you guys have any opinions about how I should go about documenting this here on YouTube, please let me know. For my August challenge of 31 books in 31 days last year on TikTok, I just posted like a daily little vlog update with like a voiceover and like what I read that day. And that's what I did that then. But obviously then I'm not gonna be doing any other challenges for YouTube that month because that is the challenge. I'm not sure if I'll be filming just like weekly updates and like the 7 books I read that week and going through it like weekly for you guys. I was also thinking about starting to upload YouTube shorts. So I'm thinking I can take the TikTok videos I made and post them on YouTube as well on YouTube shorts. So you guys can see those videos as well if you guys are interested in that. But I'm not sure how I want to document it exactly. If I just like film like weekly reading vlogs and like film me doing them, or if I just kind of don't really film any vlogs this month and then I just like at the end of the month talk about the books I read. I don't really know. So let me know how I should format that here on YouTube. But I think this is a great stack I've started here. Like I said, there is 14 of the books I will be reading this month anyways, besides these. So some of these other ones possibly will get chosen too. There also might be some KU books or books I've bought on my Kobo, just so I get some of those out of the way and I can read them in a different format than physical copies. I will also be doing some audiobooks as well, like I said in the mix. Like I always listen to them as I drive to and from work, so those will count as well. This is definitely gonna be a crazy month. So if you guys like this video and you guys want to follow along for that challenge this month, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. It means so much to me, helps the channel out so much. I'm also on TikTok at Angel's Book Corner, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.